We're headed to split next. And it's going to be, I think this is a pivotal round. I think this is going to be another Sentinels victory. This is a great map for them.
Yeah, I can't wait to see sort of some of the defaults and the structure that, you know, we've come to love from Sentinels. And this is a map that, as you know, Sean said earlier, kind of lives and dies by some of that structure. I think it's going to be an uphill struggle for Immortals, but I'm hoping that they've done the research, knowing that this map is very likely to come up through how the veto would have played out. And so we have to expect that they've got something to show us here, specifically for this match.
Anything, Dan. We need anything, because Sentinels, before their last match against Envy, they won 12 straight on split, right? These guys are probably the best in the world on split. Oh, we're live.
We live.
See you after the break.
Peace out.
All right, thank you very much. And indeed, the pistol is commencing. Sentinels up one map in this series.
There's that early rope smoke. You can see the Omen, they're trying to draw out that wall mid, and they've done it. They drew the wall out mid, and now it's just the waiting game. Do they counter wall over it? Do they break it? There they go. They broke the wall. Trying to draw out utility. They know the Sage is going to be heaven. Are they aware of the Raze, though, inside ropes?
Ooh, jumping past the ice there. Another ice orb sent forwards. Try to slow things down here. Asuna will make his presence known towards that ropes position, but that will allow an opportunity here that Sentinels will be having. And it's going to allow them to make their way through to a heaven. And the rotation is coming here from Immortals. KOLER able to hold this angle. The Boombot, though, will create a very bad situation for him. Great entrance there to find these opening frags that are necessary. And there is no response coming through from Immortals so far. Just genghsta left alive. And he might want to just hold on to this ghost at this point, because there doesn't really seem like there's anything that he can do. And this play is everywhere. The triple peek comes through around the wall. And that's a clean round for Sentinels.
Oh man, the attention to detail right there coming out of Sentinels, right? They break the wall mid, they push back B heaven, try to draw the rotate to B. Keep in mind, sinatraa held onto that boombot. The value of a boombot on pistol round, guys, is about 5 times more than a normal round. Why? Because it takes almost half your clip to break it. So once you break the boombot, at best, you're probably getting 1 kill. At best. And you can see they used it on A heaven. That's exactly where they needed to. That was just so well done. 0 frags coming out of Immortals that round.
It's anti-eco time. We've got a setup here for mid-aggression on the ecoing side of things for Immortals. Oh, great angle there for ShahZaM. Dashing away. Paranoia's only going to get 1. ShahZaM able to dodge that, but he does get taken down, and these pistols will continue pushing forwards there. Great defense. Lots of players here ready to receive this push, and it's a short-lived round. I think that's how we like our anti-ecos. And Sentinels will convert. So 2-0, and we are now in the gun round territory.
Indeed. And the key person I think to watch here on Split is this A lurk coming out of dapr, right? He puts so much pressure on this A site. He's trying to keep 2 people there. Why do you want to keep 2 people at A? Because almost always the attack on Split is through mid. So if you can keep 2 people at A, it opens up B heaven a lot. But you can see at the start of the round, Immortals starting 3 mid. Dice is going to go up to that box, get past the Omen smoke, hopefully. And look at that clean smoke. The Omen smoke blocks off the box and ropes. Love what I'm seeing out of the Omen here on Sentinels.
And we get the farm there for sinatraa to be able to pick up the ultimate orb on that B main position. And he had a Sick helping him out there to try to get that position in case there was any aggression. So that's an early win here. We know that showstopper is going to be huge in gaining control around middle, as Sean was saying. It's so important. Speaking of which, Dicey finds himself a peek there, using the dash to get out of there afterwards. An untradeable kill. 1 second, Dan. Look at this. There's an Omen smoke in A heaven, and dapr caged the cross at A. So what that means is they have no info at A. They think that dapr could be A ramp, so they have to play 2A, which is exactly what I was talking about before the round. That opens up B heaven now. jcStani. That's a massive find by him. Yeah, that's a great angle there, just on the box. Beautiful. That's going to create a lot of opportunities here as Asuna retakes control of B heaven. Knowing that there's players towards the ropes, and that smoke goes, that's going to be some action here. Oh, Sick wins the battle. Oh, dapr also there with the support. The wall there for the B stairs. genghsta is in a good position, but he doesn't anticipate Sick. I don't know if he heard him dropping or what, but
Sick has a res. Way, he's going to look for a body.
You will not kill my allies.
There it is.
Round by Sick.
And it's a 4v2. It's looking somewhat impossible. Oh, you said what around by 6. It's still going by the looks of it. dapr finishes it off though. And 3-0 Sentinels looking great off the bat.
I alluded to it at the start of the round, but this is what makes Sentinels so good on split, right? dapr's presence at the A site combined with the Omen of zombs. Zombs lending him a smoke at A heaven. He's caging the cross. He's camming the peak on the ramps. What does that mean? He's denying all info if you're playing A site. If you're playing ramp, you're afraid that there could be a guy walking through A main. So you have to have 2 people at A because there's 2 entrances. And because of that, it opens up the B heaven.
We actually have sinatraa moving towards the A ramp aggression here with dapr, and this is a nice little switch up. Obviously, they're in the anti-eco. Maybe they anticipated more aggression around middle or B main, and that could likely be because Immortals have been conditioned early to expect that farming of the ultimate orb. And this would normally be a good round that you could say, oh, we're against pistols. It's easy to farm those orbs. Let's keep doing that. Keep getting sinatraa pumped up. But they just go for that B hit straight away, reacting to where they see the Immortals players or the lack thereof.
And another thing to note here about this round is clean and done is you can see Sentinels has a lot of focus towards this A site on certain rounds. Those are the rounds that you won't find an op possible on Immortals, right? This was an eco round coming out of them. It is extremely difficult to hold the A site on an eco round. It's a very open site, very easy to get traded, very easy to get scaled on. I mean, the fights favor the rifles in this site on this round. So you can see why Sentinels wants to attack this particular bomb site.
Yeah, it's just such a good read there from the IGL as well. It just covered all of the eventualities. We saw that the push came to B main, but we're back into the gun rounds.
There's that cage.
There's the
and
cage
cam.
for the cross.
The Omen smoke mid. dapr's just doing his thing. Oh, this is dangerous. This is dangerous.
Oh, that's such a great jiggle there. That's such a great jiggle. That's a very dangerous off angle. I expected a frag there. I was convinced.
Yeah, that's sinatraa tossing that jiggle too. That's not a CS player, guys.
Yeah.
That's a Valorant player. I'm impressed.
And then back into the mid control. And they're just going to walk ropes here. And
There's
right
a
now on the
trip
A
waiting
side
for
of
them. I
things.
love this. So they have to break the trip, which will alert Immortals that they're in ropes. This is how you lend trips across the map so that we can play looser. You can play more confined to the sites. You can see Sick alerting his team, and now they're going to flood the site.
Starting off with that. Oh, this is huge. Genghsta takes down Sick. KOLER there. Oh my god, he's managed to find an additional kill, even though he had the paranoia on him. ShahZaM! Great double there, coming out, trying to escape with the spike as he grabs it. And it's 30 seconds to plant this bomb. We're in a 3v3. They've got a 3 versus 2 here for Sentinels as he tries to fall back. And eventually, he can only fall back so far. But there's the cover from the team, or rather trades from the teammates. As space is trying to be created here with those satchels. But Dicey cannot be denied, swapping out for the rifle. Wants to be more dynamic in this situation. The pressure of the time is truly on dapr right now. 10 HP. They must know that he's tagged, especially given that we have to swap out for the rifle. dapr, he's got to plant the spike. He's got no other choice with the time as it is. That is time for Dicey to make a move to gain ground in the cam, and Dicey creeps up and takes him down. Ooh, that was a close round, Sean.
Oh my goodness, the Jets coming up big for both teams right there. I thought ShahZaM might have won the round with that double kill when he was heaven. I love the trading of paranoias in heaven and the awareness to move closer, right? When you get hit with the paranoia, you're not done. You can move closer and find frags. And that's what you see KOLER did right there. Excellent awareness and game knowledge of how the paranoia works with Omen. Oh my goodness, this round had so many little things that were so cool.
Yeah, I was really impressed by ShahZaM, just the way that he understood, is able to read the movements of his opponents, knowing exactly the spots where he could gain so much ground and then had to defend again. Really cool stuff there. Speaking of ShahZaM, we have him here on the operator looking for the mid peaks.
This is the most important round of the half, though, for Immortals. If they lose this, their economy is absolutely shattered. Oh, the heavy pressure on mid. Oh my.
Oh, they're out onto the B
goodness.
side already. Yeah, there we go. We've got
They're in B
Sick
and
in
A
position.
simultaneously.
This is a problem. This is a problem. Sick. He's in spawn now. Picks off jcStani as they try to get back into position on site. But as you say, Sean, they have that A control and they're rotating the spike back through spawn. And they should, because Sick has basically occupied the entire team here. They are hunting him. They know that he's in this flanking position. Doesn't matter if they know that the spike's going to go down on A. They have to deal with the flank. And they're going to try to double peek Sick here. How much damage can he do? There's the timing. Jump peek from Dicey is good to take him down, but they've got a lot more work ahead of them as they move forward. It is a 2v3. They have the Raze ult, they've got the Jett ult.
No more charges left.
So there is a possibility that they can find a way to make this happen. But with that said, I don't know that there's a chance now. Asuna needed somebody to play off of, so he falls back.
He's going to get this op and run it to B. That is a brutal, brutal round for Immortals. But I love the approach from Sentinels. They know it's going to be like a shoddy buy coming out of Immortals. Only Dicey lived from the round prior. So how do they approach it? They attack every area of the map. Shaz aggressive in middle with that AWP. Sick aggressive in B. dapr aggressive in A. Why are they doing this? Because a team has to play a little bit stacky, a little bit aggressive themselves in order to counter that economy difference, right? They need to have advantages. And Sentinels knew that, which is why they spread out. That is so smart.
It's also so scary too, because if you look at the way that Sick and sinatraa have been playing B main, they're constantly in B main every round. So it's just so hard to know when is the round where they might just walk in. It really could be any round, it feels like. And if you try to respect that, as Sean's saying, like you have to give somewhere else on the map. You have to weaken something else, which is going to be middle. But middle's so important. It just seems like
that's why dapr got one frag at A, and the A site's just lost. It's just one frag. Let's go quickly, right?
We have a big mid push coming in though here from Immortals. They want to just absolutely crush the round. Great pre-game there from ShahZaM. He at least gets one. Zombs also able to trade off onto genghsta, and this is all about this mid battle. Right now though, they know. Right now, Sentinels know that there's space on the map, on the sides, on the extremities. They take position towards the B site. The bomb, though, going back towards Ramen, though, in the hands of Sick. What are they going to be able to accomplish here with this? Looking to try to crossfire off of dapr, but now dapr's gone, and there's a wall up, so Sick was unable to help him. Okay, so this could still work out for Sick. He's able to find a kill, but unfortunately for him, there is help there for Asuna, even if he was to go down. So Immortals, off the back of that mid-aggression, they were able to win the round.
Yeah, we mentioned it on past
push.
broadcast. We mentioned on past broadcast, Dan. It's so hard on these eco rounds with the abilities, right? And the stacks like that. It's so obvious that a team is going to go middle on split, right? If you can win that battle, maybe you can rotate around and win a late round advantage scenario. I like the double stack.
That's an amazing double P.
Yeah, that's so sick.
And also to have the Jett on the low ground with the operator, you're always going to pre-aim the higher peak there. So that's so smart.
And you can see
Look at the response.
Yeah, Sentinel's slowing it down a little bit now. They're really focused on mid. Look where Omen is right now. Zombs is going to paranoia heaven on this hit. You can tell he's lined up for this paranoia heaven. This is definitely a B play coming in.
I like the peak timing as well there for Dicey. Like coming out of the Omen smoke just as the wall was going up, but he gets maybe a split second. Doesn't get anything. Here it is, a showstopper, creating space towards B heaven. Again, doesn't matter that this doesn't connect. Look at the space! Oh my goodness, sinatraa finds value, but there it is, Asuna. He's got the response. And now we have the B side under control, or at least it looks to be the case here, by Immortals. They're holding on to this one, and at the same time with that mid control, we get that push into the A site, and that bomb's gonna go down. ShahZaM's got the daggers out, and dapr, as you say, he's got that control towards spawn. This is gonna be really hard to hold this A bomb site. It's gonna take something pretty scary from ShahZaM, I think, especially backside with the operator. We'll have to see if he's able to do much here. There's a lot left to throw into this site in the hands of Immortals. Daggers coming out, Asuna pressing forwards, only 2 players left now. ShahZaM with the right click, can he get another one? No, that's great spacing coming through from Immortals on the retake.
Man, I gotta say, Dan, that is impressive from Immortals, particularly Asuna to counter ult. You know, the showstopper coming up heaven. That frag on Sick was round winning in my opinion. It allowed the Cypher to ult the dead body. dapr working the default perfectly. Absolutely to a T, right? He knows once his team takes B heaven control like this, once sinatraa gets that frag on the B site, look at him on the mini app right now. He's just walking into the A site. It's just free. And that allows the team to rotate back, take the A site, but the retake is just too strong.
Yeah, this is such a great response from Immortals. Honestly, it looks so bad for them.
Hold on, Dan. Early A hit here. That's that aggressive cam coming out of dapr.
Cover going out.
Really switching up the pace, going in very hard here right now. KOLER looking to shoot the cam, but it's not free. Not this time. sinatraa will trade him out, or not even trade, he just frags him out.
I don't know if
And
they'll
now that's
expect
how they
sinatraa up
control.
here. I don't know if
They
they're
don't
going to
have-
expect this.
We'll have to see. sinatraa just waiting very close, looking to find the timing, moves through.
Oh!
It's very difficult, but it doesn't matter here if you're Immortals, you're loving it. Able to get the frags that they need, and there's not really much post-plant positioning. It's their backside, and they've got one player around. It's ShahZaM. So key is ShahZaM right now, and they're going to try to smoke him off. Getting the high angle, gets the tag. It is not fatal, though. Smoke's going down. Here's the... Oh, there's the satchel across, trying to juke ShahZaM here, trying to make him whiff a shot, and he will, but the dash is there to save him. Can he hit the next shot? The juking, the jiggling. ShahZaM's able to take the frag, but now he has to gain the ground onto the defusing player. Genghsta, will he go for the hold? No, he doesn't. He comes out for ShahZaM. He's going to drop him. Beautiful stuff there from ShahZaM. So much pressure.
So much, especially after missing the, the jiggle peek satchel. Asuna was throwing the hardest peaks on him. It is very, very difficult to deal with something like that in a hectic scenario like that, in a match that means so much, making it to the finals. Hats off to ShahZaM for not overshooting in that scenario. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's so hard.
So hard.
Because at the same time, as well, like you need time to gain ground onto to have an angle onto the spike. Oof.
Dicey's gonna try to move forward, but this pick hasn't been available. Look at this smoke from zombs. It's so clean. He's found an angle. He's gonna get there.
Oh, beautiful. I love this setup. We saw this again. I mentioned it in the previous round.
Satchel out.
Playing on the side of the Omen smoke, the wall comes up to protect Dicey.
And that's the problem with playing without a flash.
Healer down.
Oh!
That's the problem here. They might want to actually retake middle. We've got two players ropes now. Asuna as well as Dicey. Genghsta, great hold there. Can't find the follow-up. ShahZaM with the trade. That's huge. That's so important here for Sentinels to try to be able to gain ground around middle. But again, look at the threat here. Look at the presence. ShahZaM, another win. A 1v1 that goes his way. Dicey out of the picture. Do they know where Asuna is? They may not realize that he's in this forward position. Asuna knows it's on by mail, gets the drop onto sinatraa, and takes him down. But how much more work can he do? 6 in an incredibly dangerous position if you're coming in from Asuna's perspective. And indeed, there's a quick headshot from Sig. Could be the follow-up, but he does change position. Great paranoia, actually. I think that cat may have caught both players. ShahZaM into the plant. It's just KOLER. They know exactly where he is. Peppering Sick, but Sick stays alive. Goes for the swing. No fear from Sick. Closes it down. And another round in the hands of Sentinels.
That's my Sage. I want that to be my Sage. The fearless Sage. The battle Sage coming out of Sick right there, taking the fights. I love the positioning, like you said. The little detail right there is Shaz dashing across the entrance. Baits Asuna out onto the catwalk, trying to kill him as he plants the spike. Gives the free frag to Sick. Opens up the round. Sentinels is just looking so good right now. Shaz is alive. Oh, man. I'm worried for Immortals. I'm worried.
Yeah, it does feel like Sentinels are just a little bit ahead. I like the counterplays that we're seeing from Immortals, but, well, speaking of which, we get a lot of aggression here. The Paranoia sent down mid. We got an aggressive cage as well towards the B main position. Sorry, the B main position, the ramen position.
I know exactly where you are.
Retake of mid coming through here from Immortals.
dapr is just
Sentinels
bullying this A site
found my
all game. Ults the body, knows 2 people are by A. Look at Sick now, he's already in B. It's a mess. Immortals
So
just
hard to deal with.
running around.
found my
They're
wife.
always a step behind. And in some
dapr is
cases, a
doing...
step in front.
Yeah, I think you're already so correct to highlight dapr. We'll go into that in a moment as we do have an attempt here from Asuna. He does have some assistance as well. But jcStani there with him on the Sage, and it's very difficult here. dapr will go up and Sick will finish off jcStani. Great timing, understanding when they try to turn the attention back into mid. Onto dapr, and yeah, you mentioned dapr. We haven't focused on him too much in terms of the perspectives because he's not at the bulk of the action, and that's what his job is. His job is to lurk. His job is to create presence and space, and he's doing, as you say, such a good job at creating that threat towards the A bomb site. And whenever there's an opening, he's taking it.
And more importantly, you can tell he's working with his team. He trusts that his team is going to make heavy presence on the rest of the map, right? It would be one thing if his team was dead silent in middle. You know, no one was making presence B, but he has sick pre-slowing B every round, aggressively lurking into B. He has people messing around at mid around, breaking the wall, you know, taking mid control. There's a lot of pressure elsewhere. This round is different, though. He's actually showing pressure at A before any of that happens. And you can see it's all a ruse, actually. He's actually not going A. So he faked presence this round, isn't playing aggressive, drew the rotate to A, and now his team's going to go B. He is just living in the minds right now of Immortals.
Oh,
they can't.
God, that feels so disgusting, doesn't it?
That's just filthy. That's filthy play coming out of dapr.
Oh, no. And Immortals are in a position where they're looking to take risks, too. They have Bulldogs. I think they have 4 Bulldogs, so they are outgunned, ultimately. They really need to have good setups to be able to mitigate the lack of firepower or the disparity of firepower. And so this is like the perfect bait. And there's the play into the backside from zombs. I love that play with the Omen ult. Maybe a point to make later. We have Asuna pulling out the showstopper, looking to create some space, maybe find an opening kill here to get his team into the site. Oh, it's not going to find anything off the showstopper. The nades, though, might actually do some good damage as they try to make move around the back of the wall here to defend this bomb site, to defend the spike. Zombs is operating from the back here. Lots of players going down, but it's all looking like Sentinels here. And indeed, Sentinels are going to close it down. What an incredibly good half from them, Sean. You can't really... They were just a step ahead. They were in the mines. They're winning the mind games, the duels, the tactics, just everything just seemed on point. It's so hard to find a full.
They have the same comps, right? These teams are playing with the same comps. I can't imagine a cleaner half than that coming out of Immortals. That was perfection from Sentinels. I mean, the way they pushed and pulled rotations, the way dapr was playing around that A site, sick entering into the B site, the aggression in mid from ShahZaM on the op. I mean, it's just too much. How can you come back from 9-3? A 9-3 attack half on split.
Let's make them dance.
Yeah, I don't have any answers for you. Well, we'll see if Immortals can show us the way forwards. It's into the pistol, and we have a lot of presence towards that B main position. They're going to just send it, it looks like.
We're going to see that Jett dash. It's probably going to be a Jett dash play.
A little one way with the cage. The wall goes up, though. Satchels to try to delay things here. The boombot as well. We talked about how strong that is on the pistol. Oh, it's going to find the Jett as well. Beautiful stuff from sinatraa. A double on the hold. Still players here around the bomb box. Players coming from spawn as well. dapr's there. Swings with zombs. Paranoia from zombs is stunning. And it's going to enable a 3K for him. That's beautiful work on the retake. They just never allowed enough ground to go the way of Immortals to get a bomb down, a spike down in that position.
Actually, such an insane paranoia, too. It cuts through the default plant, goes past the pillar where everyone guards, you know, the person planting the spike from. It also gets the corner right there inside the B site. There's just so much that paranoia hits. There is no way they're holding the site without a player in the back right. And it was too soon. They couldn't have had one there. Dang, man. Things are looking real bleak right now for Immortals.
They certainly are, and dicey's going to get himself out there in mid. Very quickly, the wall goes up, and that's so beautiful. Right after getting a kill advantage. Oh, it gets worse. The nade is sent by sinatraa all the way downtown, finds dicey. And yeah, it's a 5 versus 2 now, after all said and done. Of course, you know, we aren't working with much here in terms of Immortals. They're on that's eco, but I don't know, man, at this point, even though it's just a bunch of eco kills for Sentinels.
I think they bought, man. I saw
did they
stingers.
actually force it up?
Yeah, I saw stingers.
Okay,
I saw
well.
sheriffs. I mean,
right.
This is just... I've never seen someone get more utility kills than sinatraa. This guy, no matter who he plays, Sova, Raze, Phoenix, he just gets so many utility kills. He's everywhere.
I mean, you're right about the force buy. It makes a lot of sense too, given the fact that they're so far. They have so few rounds. They have to find a way back in now. They can't wait for a good buy, and they're going to send it A here. It looks like.
This is rough. Sheriff buy. They need to hit shots. And this flash is gonna obliterate them if they come through this A main.
Oh my god. It's gonna be disgusting, isn't it?
Look at the stack there coming out of Sentinels.
Oh! Genghsta! How has he found that one? He had to be blinded. ShahZaM is good, forced all the way back, and a great rocket all the way down towards the bottom of A ramp is also going to clear out these players. The Sheriffs aren't finding the shots they need ultimately.
He's feeling it.
It's the classic Sinatraa maneuver, the MO, the jumping classic burst, the style on his opponents to let everybody know who's boss.
This is the Sinatraa waiting room for the finals right now. This man's ready for the rematch. He's coming at them. He's trying to end this as soon as possible. He wants a nice snack before the finals. He's gonna get a nice 13-3 here. Oh man, what a shot though to open it up by genghsta. Really gave them.
Yeah,
I think he gave them an opportunity to win this round.
Exactly. Aggression here from dapr. Oh, that's a bit scary. Great slow there. That completely screws them over. And they are moving the spike quickly towards B main to just go for that fast B push on response. Oh, what the hell is happening here towards the sewers? It looks like Immortals are finding the frags they need. Now, all they have to do is defend against 2 players. Here, they've got a significant advantage of 5 versus 2 advantage. They've got so much post-plant positioning as well. And it's going to be the mission of the remainder of Sentinels to just do some economic damage here. They're ahead rounds. You want to keep the pressure on. And that's a good start here from zombs. You might actually be able to get another free one. Okay. This could get scary. He's finding 1v1s,
okay.
Sean! This is not how you do it. He's finding 1v1s. Don't let the guy have a chance. Do not give him 1v1s. That started to get a little bit scary, especially around the smoke. But Immortals will take the rounds. They did lose a few players there. I wonder how that's going to impact their buy, but it's 4 rounds for them. It's a long road back.
It's a long road back, for sure. They gave them that one. They said, here, you can take this one. Played a little bit aggressive, to say the least. Sinatraa in sewers 10 seconds into the round.
Oh my god, it's so scary when stuff like this happens.
Oh my god, they're playing with so much confidence.
Get out of my way!
No ults here at the moment here for the Sentinel side. That's not able to find the opening there towards the B site, so they're just going to go for it. Now, trigger discipline here from Sinatraa. Drops off the position. Great patience coming in, though, from jcStani to trade him. And the B site will be taken. However, it's not really that strong. And zombs might have a chance here, Sean. He's got full HP. He's in a 1v2. He's got full Omen kits to work off of.
You will
It's definitely
not
winnable,
kill
especially with
my
that paranoia.
allies.
Oh, that's rough. The res coming in makes it a 1-on-3. They're all split up, so the paranoia really can't do too much for him here.
Okay, minus to save the operator now, but good nades coming in from AsunaCS. Response will finish zombs off and prevent a save of anything. And 5-12 now, Immortals. They are climbing back, round at a time. But it's a long road, and Sentinels, as you said, they have a lot of confidence. And as long as they keep themselves dialed in, they should be fine to clinch this one.
Should be fine. It's another buy, but it's their last buy. And then their economy is shattered, right? So this is very important that they close it out here. Don't let Immortals climb back into this game. They're playing loose. They should probably reel it in at this point.
Sentinels are not too far from having their ultimates, so they actually have much better progress to having everybody on ults. And so that's something that Sentinels can also be looking forward to in the coming rounds. Sinatraa 2 ult points away from the showstopper. Pressure on middle right now, and Sick.
That's
gonna
no
hear the
wall,
movement.
so this is very unique for a Sage to play mid without a wall.
Gonna look for the timing. Flanks being out. Oh, perfect timing from Sick. Oh no, doesn't have the firepower to win that fight, but dapr, can he hold this one there with that operator in hand? Great follow-up shot. Can't find the trade onto KOLER though, but zombs certainly can, taking down everybody on the site, leaving genghsta. Precision from genghsta, as we are used to. Creating a 1 versus 2 now. It's a very difficult spot here. Spotted one player, the satchel's going up. The nerf to the satchel's keeping genghsta alive, perhaps, as he picks up the frag. Sinatraa, a very bold maneuver up the ropes, giving genghsta the 1v1. That's what he needed. And now the mind games here from genghsta. That dark cover is going to cause problems because his opponent could be absolutely anywhere.
Yeah, this is so tough for genghsta. Going down that rope, getting the spike, making noise. Zom's
Perfect play from
closing it
Zombs.
out. What a match by Sentinels. Oh my.
13-5. Sentinels taking it. An easy 2-0 it felt like for them ultimately against Immortals. Immortals will